So talk me through the ano ni, kanang when you started Vida finally, no? Por
Yeah.
Vida.
So what? For vida. Yeah. No. So what?
So
What?
just to be clear, so you started like what? Like early this year ba to? Was it early
Yeah.
this year or late last year?
Started
Early
Feb
this
20.
year, you started a dance school called Vida
Villarica Dance
something.
School.
Villarica
Villarica
Dance
Dance.
School.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just called Villarica Dance School.
Yeah. In short, Vida School.
Okay, Villarica Dance School there, not Vida. Taka sa Carla.
It is Vida though.
Ah, okay. So
Shortcut
Villarica
Vida.
Dance. Ah, okay. Villarica Dance School.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, Dance
Yeah.
Academy na to para bida.
No, I tried it, and then DTI said na dili pa the academy. I tried it also. Like,
Ah, okay, okay.
but it was, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, with Vida, what again? Like I said, like I was really on the fence about putting up my own school because marag, in reality, it's like there are a lot of schools here already in Cebu, and like I guess my goal on that was just to help build everyone up, sort of like just try to like help each other out instead of like really starting my own. And I got a lot
That
of
was
people,
initially.
including you. Yeah, initially, because I think at that point also I was in a I found it difficult for me personally because most of the schools I have sort of like a personal connection to. So that's what I found difficult to overcome. And like, but then everyone else around me, you, Tim, Dad, everyone else I talked to were like, yeah, just put up your own school. American, you're all telling me to just like, I don't think this would be a good idea. He did this, blah 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 blah. But like, I was really like, I guess I realized that I'm also the type of person that I need to do it first and feel it and experience it for myself before I actually like, oh yeah, you were right, kind of thing. So what happened there was, yeah, and I also had one of my mentors. He also told me that what, like he was also telling me, yeah, I should open up my own school and everything. And then I was like, again, he knew that I was on the fence because of all the personal relations and stuff like that. But he goes, you know what? If you don't feel the fire burning in you to start your own school, then you're not ready. So yeah, don't do it. And then I was just like, oh, okay, like, all right. And then that same year, due to different events and situations, I felt the fire burn. And so that's what really propelled me to. That's when I realized, oh, this is what he's talking about. This is the fire that's supposed to feel like it's burning. And so that's when I realized that, okay, yeah, I guess it's probably time to do my own thing.
I feel like I guess to me it's just as simple as saying you had something to contribute in that space. Kanang it's not nga you are taking away something from other people. It's more nga kanang you felt like for whatever reason you could contribute to that space, and kanang I guess that's why it was I mean not I'm not going to say frustrating to me because really I don't care that much if you start a school or not. It's your life. No, but like kanang murag, like if you felt like you can contribute, then yeah, just do it. And then I mean, with everything has like inherent risks, no matter what. No.
Yeah.
The trickiest lang is just try to mitigate those risks and everything. And but what's also interesting to me is that kanang So you mentioned ganina like ideal, you were idealistic, no, to have to choose in a way dance as a profession, as a career somehow, right? When yeah, the truth is, you know, if there's something that if you want to make a dent somehow in this world, you kind of have to be idealistic. You kind of have to think your idea is going to
to work.
stand the test of time or that it's going to work, that you
Yes.
can push through it. So, working on that ba? So you started your school. Uh, Talk me through that.
So I started my school Feb 2020. Um, and at that time, because I don't have my own studio space. So at that time I was renting studio space from MDF Productions. So there, and it was doing like it was pretty like it was doing pretty well. Like it was okay. And then March rolled in, and all of a sudden everything had to stop. Like I couldn't have studio classes, and at that point also like I was in my second month, and I was just like, what do I do? Like like what am I gonna like? I really didn't know. I was at a loss for what I needed to do. And so what I did instead was that um, I just started to make I just started to make videos, like dance videos for my class, for my students, just so that they could do something at home.
Yeah, just to
And
be
like
clear, so this is already during the lockdown.
during COVID, yeah,
Yeah, during COVID, your students couldn't physically show up into the dance class anymore, and you still had a commitment to your students, of course. Like you don't want to just leave them hanging. Like
yeah,
you want them
yeah,
to. You're not
like
a dance teacher just to teach. You're like you're a. I mean, to have classes. Like you really want to teach them all the
yeah,
benefits that come with dance.
dance, yeah. So like I felt like I really owed my kids something, my students something. So while I was still like trying to figure out my mental state also with the whole pandemic, i I started to do, like, I would give them activities to do, videos for them to do at home also. But yeah, and like eventually, like, I started to realize, like, oh, this is getting really long. Like, we're not I thought it would last for like a month, and I was like, yeah, we're still here. Like another month, yeah, we're still here. And then oh, okay. So I started to see that a lot of my friends in dance were doing online classes, and they started it by doing like Instagram live. So people would just go to their lives and just do their class with them, as they did it. And so, like, that eventually became like a bigger thing, because it started off with just like a few people doing Instagram lives, and then that in turn became like, that there was this organization called Likha PH, headed by, like, the founder is Rosam Prudentiado Jr., who, by the way, Kuya Sam, or Sickle Sam, is going to be guest teaching in Villarica Dance School for November and December.
Ah, okay. Cool. I think he
Yeah,
posted that, diba? Murag, I saw him. Is he like a
he's a contemporary dance teacher, or dance
mm,
artist, actually. He's not just a teacher, yeah. So, yeah, so he founded this organization called Nikhat PH, and they started to do online classes. Like, they would do it via Zoom or via IG Live, and they were raising funds for people, or for artists who were affected by the pandemic, because obviously there are no more live shows. Um, so a lot of people lost work. So the dancers also, dance people in dance companies. So he put this org together to raise funds for people affected by it. And so, like, you could take class, and then you just had to pay like a donation if you could, in a way. So I wanted to I wanted to help out. I wanted to help him out somehow, and I also wanted to sort of like because I was also still very on the fence about online class. And also because like, everything was still new to me, all to me, and like I didn't know how my students were gonna react, or how they would respond to online classes. So that also helped me, like that idea of helping Likha PH sort of propelled me to, okay, like, yeah, like I have another, like, this purpose will help me, will help push myself to really start online classes with my kids. Because like I also was thinking like, oh my gosh, like I just started, like what do I do now? Like, do I just close it down? Like I was just like, I was really lost. Like I didn't really know what I should do. So about a month, I just kind of like, I didn't know what to do. But yeah, so anyway, so I wanted to help Likha PH out. So that's why I started to do online classes, and a portion of the proceeds or of the tuition fees would go to Likha PH. So that's how it started. And then I realized that this was gonna be a while, and we didn't know when we were gonna go back to the studio. And even if it were allowed to go back to the studio, I didn't think that it might be yours now, because I think my internet's okay.
I don't know. I miss the internet in our parents' house.
Oh no, it could be mine. Yeah, mine's down. Like mine's really fluctuating. Like from really high to like now it's bad.
Hey, what happens when you have this problem while you're doing classes?
Luckily, I don't really.
Really? Karon ra? Oh, mayo. Timing.
Yeah, well, the other day I had to cancel class because I didn't have net. And then like the minute like I was supposed to click, okay, start the meeting, my net went out, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like what happened? And then what happened was I started to restart everything, and then like 10 minutes into it, like wala gihapon siya ni start. Like my internet didn't go back up. So I messaged my student. Luckily, it was a private student. So I messaged her and I was like, I'm so sorry, I can't go back. I can't go in. So can we just move it? The minute I sent it to her, ni balik ang internet.
Oh.
And then at that time, she already made adjustments to her schedule. So wala, I had to cancel class.